Good day, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Saturday, the 12th of November, 2022, and it's the weekly technical analysis for the euro, the cable, and the Aussie dollar for the third week of November. And as you look across all these three major pairs, look at the very bullish moves on Thursday and Friday. Continued on Friday till the end of the week, and all because of the Thursday US CPI data came out slightly lower than expected, and giving some hope for that the Fed may not increase rate at a higher pace than anticipated, but it still could be 0.5%. Instead of the 0.75. So the inflation numbers came out at 7.7% year over year versus expected 7.9%. And the month over month was 0.4% versus an expected figure of 0.6%. So both were lower than expected, and this gave a boost to the stock market, to the bond market and futures, and basically US dollar was the one that suffered, which we'll see later on the US dollar index. Let's begin with the euro. And initially at the start of the week, it had already started to climb up, resume the move from the previous Friday, and continued on Tuesday to test the recent high at this resistance at the 101 round figure, and that was basically just the start of the US midterm elections on a Tuesday. Pause and pull back on Wednesday, and Thursday was the big move, and a continuation move till the end of the week on Friday. So looks highly likely that is when you hit the 104 round figure now at the just above the daily 200 EMA. And if we just move the Fibonacci over to look at the extension, and it's approaching the 162 fib extension at 103.80. Now, if it does try to break through the 104, then 105 will be the next target. But we'll see whether it's able to push through. And we look at the weekly candle here. Yeah, it's a very strong bullish move. And perhaps after testing the 104 area, there could be a pullback retracement. And this line here was a previous swing low all the way back in 2016, over 6 years ago. But it fell through that. Now it's coming back to retest that level, which should be resistance for now. So there could be a pause and pullback. All right, let me extend this one here as well for the next resistance. Okay, going back to the weekly, then the daily. So this resistance zone is now support. That's at the 101 round figure, as well as the swing high area. That's confluence of 3 levels here. Below that, we can actually look at the 62 fib and the 99 round figure as the next key support now. Move this away. And we can move these channel out. Now that is broken out higher. In fact, it did break out on a bigger channel. So this was from the bigger channel that it broke out from, and pull back to test before bouncing back up. So let's mark the resistance zone up here now at the 162 and the 104 figure. And it could be an interim resistance. If it does punch through that, 105 is the key. It's the key resistance now. Okay. Let's move this. There's only the ZEW sentiment figures coming out next week for the Eurozone and the German economy as well. Okay. So there could be some bullish momentum to carry it through. Not sure whether it's going to hit the 105 first after, or whether it's going to pull back to retest this upper channel trend line before gathering pace and targeting the 105. So it could spike through the 104 first before retracing slightly. But barring any US news, then it could move up to test the 105. Okay, so let's compare this with the US dollar index, and you can probably guess that the US dollar has fallen. And here's the US dollar index. And as you can see, Thursday, Friday was very bearish, falling all the way down to the 106 round figure, just shy of the 21 fib retracement and the daily 200 EMA, and started the week dropping below the daily 55 EMA and this swing high area. and tested the support, bounced off the support at the 78.6 fib and the 109 just to retest the swing high again as resistance now, and then falling hard on Thursday and Friday. So that's over 400 pips from the 110. Now it looks like it's going to target the 105 area. That's the 200 is sitting just above the 105, and the 105 is down here. We'll mark that as key support now. And this 109 area is with this swing low previously at the 78.6, that's going to be resistance. Can move this lower, perhaps down here will be interim resistance at the 108 and the 62 fib. So can remove this one now. And below that, of course, there's even more significant support at this swing low. It bounced from all the way from August, just 3 months ago. Okay. So we'll leave the fib as it is for now. We could actually add reversal or continuation bearish setup, but it's okay. We can still use this for now, since this is coming quite close to the support zone. We'll see if it's going to make a pullback first before dipping to test the key support 105, or could be beyond, but we'll see how far it goes with this momentum, or whether it's just going to halt at the 200 for now. And the 200 is at 105.37, so just above the 105 round figure. We add a bearish continuation setup here, and that coincides. It's gone past 162, and the 200 fib is just below the 105 round figure. But for now, we'll leave it out for now. Okay. So those are the key levels to watch out for. And let's move back to the other major pairs. Moving on to the cable. And cable really benefited from the US dollar weakness. And it has finally recovered and broken up higher above the key resistance at the 117 and this rising trend line above 162, fib extension, and trying to target the 200 fib extension here. Just could be this zone just below the 120 round figure. So we'll see if there's a pullback and then a continuation move back up higher. If it dips back below this 117, then it could consolidate below and back inside the possible channel here. So this is now an interim support zone. This zone as the key support at the 115, and the daily 55 is there as well. Next critical support is at the 114, the 113.50 area with this swing low as well. So that will be the next key support zone. And there is the daily 200 is coming down. That's at the 121.23. So it may not get up that high, but we'll see. And the next target will be in this zone. Okay, this week there are a number of news from the UK, the jobs report and a key CPI figure, and retail sales at the end of the week. We'll see if there's any trigger from these news. Watch out for the CPI figure, of course. Okay, let's take a quick look on a weekly, where it should be a very, very strong bullish move and breakout. So we'll look for opportunity to join the breakout after pullback. Let's move on to the Aussie dollar. And similarly, Thursday and Friday, strong bullish moves right into the 67 round figure and the 38 pip retracement here. We take a look. There's also trend line, which could have also tested. And in the past, it has also found support, now resistance. So yes, it did hit that trend line. Okay, so This zone below that is going to be interim support now. Well, below that, that's the bounce where it took off from at the 64 area. That will be the support. We'll take this out for now and mark the interim resistance. And right above that, at the 68 round figure, that's a very critical zone as well. Okay. So let's see if there's any trigger from these news from the monetary policy minutes to offer an opportunity to break out higher to test the next round figure at 68. That coincides with the fib as well. And we can also update this Fibonacci to show the continuation move, either this continuation or this reversal. We can take this continuation move, could be even a smaller one here, yes. The smaller swing move up, pull back right into the, actually it's the 78.6 support. And it did hit the 162 extension right there. So it hit the this zone here. Next extension at the 200 is at 68.33. So we'll see if it has enough momentum to break through this 68 to target this 200 extension with the 200 EMA coming down. But otherwise, like 68 could be the next target after a pullback. And we'll see how much pullback there is, or whether it's just going to consolidate in the after such a strong move. All right. So we'll have to take a look at the correlate with the US dollar index for all these major pairs, and as they are inversely correlated, and to see how much further weakness there is in the US dollar. Okay, so do check out my other videos on spot gold and dollar yen. Have a safe week and a good trading week.